Welcome to the farm.
Welcome to the farm. I'm Justin.
And Dana.
What are we doing today?
We are cleaning out one of our mobile chicken coops. So last fall we processed all of our egg layers because they were not laying well. So we got babies in November and they've been in a brooder for all of winter. But now spring is here. It is warm, so we are gonna get them out on pasture in the next couple of days. But we gotta clean out this coop because we didn't clean it out in fall.
Yep. Let's get to it.
Well, I kind of thought it would smell, and it doesn't.
Well, it actually doesn't look too bad.
No, it'll be good.
The first thing we need to do is shovel all the old bedding from the old chickens out of the coop. And normally what we would do is back the gator up to the door, shovel everything into the back of the gator, drive that over the compost pile and dump it. But since we don't have any chickens in this coop right now, it's going to be a lot easier just to drive the coop to the compost pile and shovel it right on the compost pile. Normally when we're cleaning our chicken coops, you don't usually sweep them out. Since we're bringing new chickens into this coop, we want to start with the cleanest slate as possible, so I'm actually going to take a broom. I'm going to sweep all the dust and stuff that I possibly can out before we go wash it. Since we're going to wash out our coop, we're going to take this opportunity to get our hose out for the summer. We like to run a hose down to the gardens and the coop area so it's a lot easier to water the gardens and give water to the chickens and pigs and all the other animals. We do have a plan at some point to run a water line down there. It's just kind of a lower priority on our list of projects, but hopefully someday we'll get to it. One of the hose ends was really corroded, and unfortunately I didn't have a wire brush that wasn't all full of chemicals from work on the case tractor, so I ended up grabbing a flathead screwdriver and just kind of running that through the threads to kind of break all that corrosion out. Now we can move on to actually washing out the coop. We're going to start by soaking the nest boxes. They've had a lot of buildup of broken eggs. We had a few chickens that were egg eaters, so there was constantly broken eggs and shells and dirt and PDZ and straw and chicken poop all kind of compacted into one solid mass. So we're hoping by soaking it with water it will help break it apart and make it easier to clean out later. And while the nest boxes are soaking, we can go ahead and wash out the rest of the coop. We're using hot water to wash out our coops. We had about a little less than a year and a half ago installed a spigot that has both cold and hot water outside, and this is one of the reasons why we did it, for cleaning up animals. The other reason was for when we process our meat birds, we could use the hot water to help sanitize and clean all that equipment. So now that we got a coop full of water, we need to drain all that water out. So we grab a drill bit and drill the hole. The hole we drilled kept plugging up and wasn't draining the water. So the only solution I can think of is drill a bigger hole. The bigger hole made a huge difference. It drained the water out significantly quicker, and it also made it a lot easier to wash all with the little leftover dirt and debris and poo and all that stuff right out of the coop, instead of having little pieces left over. Now with the majority of the coop cleaned, we can focus on the task that neither of us were really excited to tackle, the nest boxes. I tell you, having a homestead and chickens sure is glamorous. With the nest boxes all scraped out, we can give them another real good rinse, and we should have a clean chicken coop.
We have a clean chicken coop again.
That's exciting.
It's so exciting. It'll be so nice to have those chickens back on pasture and in a mobile coop, and very nice.
Yep. It looks like someone's ready for that.
She is ready to move in. She sees it.
So anyway, we're gonna let this dry overnight, and a couple hours I'll come out here, I'll drive this thing around so that any little puddles that have accumulated will end up getting dispersed and dry out. So hopefully tomorrow we can throw some straw in here and get some chickens in here.
Yep, it'll be great.
Looking forward to it. So I think that'll be it for this one. Originally we were planning on doing the chicken moving into pasture in the same video, but I've been feeling a little bit under the weather this week and haven't had a ton of editing time. So we're going to end up cutting the video here and make moving the chickens onto pasture its own separate video. So that'll be coming out soon. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.